What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. E here from TLEV Media, and we are back at Universal Studios Hollywood for a major Halloween Horror Nights construction update and to check out all of the new photo ops for the 60th anniversary in the Universal Plaza. So why don't you join me on this extraordinary adventure?
TLEV Media, bringing the magic of the theme parks to your home.
From vlogs to interviews, TLEV Media is entertainment for all.
All right, we've stopped by now the Parisian Courtyard, and well, we got some pretty colors coming up. These bricks are looking pretty nice. I'm still sticking by this being a bit of a Latin cemetery. I do very much kind of see where that is going. The shape and then the colors very much look like a Latin cemetery, and I hope that's the case. It's not straight down the middle, which is interesting because that could mean over here there could be some tombstones or something like that, but we're entering more on the side over here on the left side. But I do like this facade. There is still a lot that's to be added. If you guys can see, we got probably some light fixtures that are going to be added over here on the right side, and then there's also some detailing that is being put on the walls. It looks to be some kind of metal detailing, but it's a very pretty facade. It's not something that's deteriorating. As of now, it doesn't look like that, but it looks like it's a very clean looking facade. Right now, a lot of speculations are around this being an original maze, and we know that there is an announcement just around the corner from John Murdy himself. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a both park announcement since it was only Murdy talking about it. Could this be the next announcement? I don't think it's going to be a shared IP as the next announcement.
I don't think so.
I think we're going to take care of some of our originals, kind of like how Orlando did in all that 1 week's time, essentially.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the IPs. But are you surprised at the speed that they're going with the announcements right now, Nico? Or is this something that you see like this is a normal type of speed that they're doing it?
It feels a little weird to me.
Right?
Like, it feels a little slow, but then we got two mazes or houses kind of back to back.
Right, like a week's time between the two. So
I don't
interesting.
know. Yeah.
Interesting. So by the time this video comes out, there might be an announcement already. Who knows? That's usually how it goes. That's how The Quiet Place was announced. So we might, by the time this video comes out, 3 mazes might be announced for Hollywood. Who knows? And now the Universal Plaza is finally open with all of the extra Studio Tour 60th anniversary photo ops. Woody Woodpecker is out now getting pictures. We're gonna totally go get a picture with him. But this is so cool to see. We did check on this a couple days ago and it was closed off, but this is so awesome. Dude, this right here, the DeLorean in the middle of the plaza is phenomenal looking. Look at this thing. It is so detailed. I'm wondering if they just reached out to somebody who had this done, or maybe they just got an extra one in the back that is completely detailed. If you guys look in the middle, you can actually see all the times. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at that right there, and they're changing and everything. Look at that. That is so awesome, and it makes some sounds too. But this, I think, is such a brilliant idea to just transform the plaza into another photo opportunity area. I'm loving this. This is the second day that it's been open. So remember, this is going to be open all the way until the end of the 60th anniversary. So if you want to get your photos, make sure to check it out before the event is over. We are now by the Mummy Queue, and since we've published a video, there has been another announcement, and that is over here at the Mummy Queue. We now have Dead Exposure Death Valley. Now, Dead Exposure Death Valley is a brand new original maze exclusively, let me repeat that, exclusively for Hollywood. Storyline, brand new. if you guys didn't know, Dead Exposure was in Orlando beforehand with 2 different types of mazes, but this one that we're gonna get, we're just kind of using some of the ideas of Dead Exposure from Orlando. We're also getting our own storyline. Now, Nico.
Yes.
How are we feeling about this? Dead Exposure, new story.
Yes.
What are we thinking? Are you sad it's not Toxic Tunnel? That's my first question, sorry.
No, I'm happy it's not Toxic Tunnel. But I'm actually pretty excited about this because John Murdy did a little Q&A on Twitter. And one of the first questions that I wanted to know was it going to be more fun and scary like Holidays in Hell?
Yeah.
Was it going to be more serious like Scarecrow the Reaping?
Yeah.
And he said it was going to be more intense and terrifying.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. No dubstep in the maze. So that's another plus.
That's so sad.
Another plus for me, baby.
I like the idea of they're kind of trying to develop their own super soldier in this maze.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really interesting. Are we going to get a zombie Captain America in this maze?
Probably. Or who is the guy from Resident Evil?
Nemesis, yes.
We're going to get a Nemesis in the maze.
Dude.
I don't know, but I am pretty excited about it. It's an original concept, and it's going to take a lot of Orlando's.
Yeah, some of the aspects out there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear more about this probably at Midsummer Scream because it's an original. At Midsummer Scream, they very much like to focus on the original mazes that are announced. Monstrous was the big one last year at Midsummer, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's an announcement over there, and also we get to talk about this one right here, Dead Exposure. I'm also excited for it. This facade is not complete just yet. There is going to be something crashed into that middle area. They haven't put it yet. We don't know what exactly is going to be crashed in there. Maybe some sort of unidentified flying object. Who knows? But yeah, it's very much we're going into kind of like a secret outpost, Pentagon. I don't know. Something interesting, dude. It's gonna be fun. I do like that we have originals again. What do you guys think? An original maze. Are you guys excited? I mean, I am. Let us know in the comment section down below. Okay, so we've just passed by over here Jurassic World, and the reason we just did that is we wanted to look over and see if they're going to be changing out the extended queue. Now, the reason we wanted to check that out is because on the new speculation map, there has been a complete switch of the sound stage mazes. We now have Soundstage 12, which used to be the old voice soundstage. It's a new location for the speculated music maze that we're gonna be having. So, to get to that soundstage, my only guess to get there would be going through the Jurassic World extended queue. Kind of like how we used to use that JP queue for the mazes itself. I'm assuming that's where we're gonna enter. Nico, what are we thinking? Is that gonna be the only entrance or somewhere else?
I think that will be the only entrance. And
right?
The extended queue of Jurassic World will probably be used for the maze.
Yeah, this is a soundstage that we've never used before. And I thought, in my opinion, they were tearing it down. That's why they took the voice out of there.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, when we went on the studio tour, you could kind of see that, there is something being built in that soundstage.
Yes.
So we don't know if it's HHN. We hope it is, because I wouldn't mind another soundstage being used. But that means the soundstage behind Transformers is not going to be used this year, if that's the case. So,
is it that soundstage, or is it soundstage 22?
Oh, maybe no. You're right. I think it is soundstage. Yeah, soundstage 22, where The Exorcist was, will not be used this year. Probably for filming reasons. But yeah, 2 soundstage mazes still. Soundstage 12, and then behind Transformers, which I forget what that one was called, but it's something. Soundstage something.
15, I think.
15 probably, but yeah, new soundstage. What do you guys think? We have stopped to sit down and talk a little bit about the T-pad facade. Not much has changed. It's still that brick walls, and it kind of seems like we're sticking with that slaughterhouse look. We did talk about it on our TikTok too, that there is a connection going on between a slaughterhouse that kind of looks the same that's located in Texas. So a lot of people are thinking that that's where we're going to be getting some sort of slaughterhouse in the T-pad. What would be the IP that goes with that? Maybe Texas Chainsaw. Again, you got Saw that could totally connect to that. But that seems to be an area that it will be a maze that we get, but not Orlando. So we're gonna have to keep you guys up to date with that, but not much has changed with the T-pad. And then H-Lot, there has been some changes, not to the one that we're thinking is Insidious. That one just seems like it's a little more detailed and a little bit more color to it. However, the other H-Lot house is very much starting to take on some paint. It's kind of looking more like a city building, kind of. It's very horizontal and wide, so don't know where they're going with that one right now. A lot of people are speculating that's where the Ghostbusters maze is going to be located. If it is, I have absolutely no clue what that facade would be from Ghostbusters. However, that is looking pretty cool. We're getting details on there right now, and yeah, all of the mazes right now are getting some major detail progression, so we're just going to keep you guys up to date with that weekly once again. All right, and I know this merch has been out for a little bit now, but we have the preview merch now out here in Hollywood, the black shirt. This shirt is also in orange, bright orange out in Orlando, but we do not have that version. We only have the black shirt version, and we also have it in hat form right here, and right next to it is also a Quiet Place merch. It's very interesting that we don't have any merch for the Dead Exposure Death Valley maze, but I'm assuming we will at some point get that. But yes, all a Quiet Place merch. The cup that is heat reactive, so on the other side when it's warmed up you can actually see the same symbol that is on the shirt. So that's pretty cool. And then this I do like is the epic coffee mugs or coffee cups for yourself. These are really cool. These coffee thermos are pretty awesome. But yeah, that is the merch right now. No orange shirt and no Dead Exposure merch. So I'm interested to see if we will be getting those soon or not. And for those of you who are celebrating the 60th anniversary, there is now Woody Woodpecker merch. We got jerseys. We got a basketball jersey and a football jersey. I'm wondering why they went the jersey route, but I actually think it's pretty cool. I do like this a little bit. I really like the basketball shorts. It is Universe that made these, so that's really cool. That's the same brand store that you have out in City Walk. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I do like that. That is awesome. That is really cool. Woody Woodpecker merch. Is there any other on the other side? Oh yeah. Oh, and you got a t-shirt over here. That's cool. I do like the plain t-shirts with a little symbol on the front, and then on the back we have a bigger sign for Woody Woodpecker. Now that is cool. The representation that Woody Woodpecker deserves. And then just a classic Woody Woodpecker t-shirt right here. So if you want that Woody Woodpecker merch, well, you know where to get it. You can probably get it here inside the Universal store in the park and outside in the Universe store on City Walk. So that's really awesome. All right, so that is going to be it for my time here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Huge construction update, maybe even a new location for a maze for HHN 2024. And then the photo ops, those are some great additions to the 60th anniversary studio tour event. I think it's phenomenal that they keep adding these photo ops, especially in the park itself. So you don't have to get on the studio tour to take those photos. You can now go in the Plaza and get newer photos. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we post a video. We've got social media that is TLEV Media all across the board, and everything's in those links in the description down below. With all that being said, my name is Mr. E, and I'll see you guys on the next extraordinary adventure.